y'all.
What's going on, everybody?
We're Embrace the Globe 21.
Yes, we are.
My name's Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
And look, we are checking out 101 facts about the Philippines. This is one of the countries that has come out
on
our channel. And yes, we've gotten suggestions of everything and all the things about Philippine culture. So what we need you to do is, one, tell us if these facts are accurate or not. Because
very important.
101 facts, they're a bit older. But anyway, also, where do we go in terms of what do we check out about Philippine culture?
Yeah, guys, pretty much. And we thank you in advance for those comments.
Yes.
They are appreciated.
You ready?
Yeah, man, let's dive into it.
3, 2, 1.
Greetings, motherfactors. My name is Sam, and today I'm not going to be telling you anything as I'm away on a hashtag vacay. Amsterdam, actually, since you asked, but more like Samsterdam, am I right? Or Amsterdam, or Samster. Sorry, off topic here. The point is, I'm not here, but my good pals Chris, Leaf, and Jacob will be giving you the lowdown about the fabulous cluster of tropical islands known collectively as the Philippines. Yes, the nation known around the world for its stunning beaches, fabulous wildlife, and near-ubiquitous nurses. But why should you be very careful before getting married in the Philippines? Why do the people of Manila despise Claire Danes? And will this video go ultra-viral and inspire an all-expenses trip funded by the Philippine Department of Tourism? Let's hope so. 2 out of 3 of those questions are going to be answered. So, crank up that volume, surround yourself with a varied selection of snacks, and prepare yourself for a non-stop Filipino extravaganza. This is 101 Facts About the Philippines.
All right.
Yeah.
So far, I think the first thing that he mentioned, like, why can't you get, I think you can't get divorced in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
There's that one, and Claire, I don't know anything about. But the Filipino Pinoys do come out.
Yeah.
So we know that much out of the 2 of the 3 parts.
Yes, that's for damn sure. Yeah, I don't know who. I think she's an actress. I don't think she's a singer. I think she's an old actress that is in obscurity right now. I'm not sure. Let's dive into it.
Yeah, let's see.
Take it away, boys.
Number 1. The Philippines, known officially as the Republic of the Philippines, is a unitary sovereign country in Southeast Asia. Boom! Fact 1, knocked right out of the park. We are off to a phenomenal start, guys. We should be proud of ourselves. Number 2. Situated in the western Pacific Ocean, the Philippines is surrounded by the South China Sea on the west, the Philippine Sea on the east, and the Celebes Sea on the southwest. As such, the Philippines shares maritime borders, meaning borders over water, with China and Taiwan to the north, Vietnam to the west, Palau to the east, and Malaysia and Indonesia to the south. Number 3. According to the National Mapping and Resource Information Authority, the Philippines consists of 7,641 islands,
Wow.
which frankly is a large amount of islands. Interestingly, only 2,000 of them are inhabited and nearly 5,000 are still entirely unnamed. Sounds haunted. Time for an adventure. Right, Jacob?
Sure.
That sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode in the making.
That's crazy, man. So that's tons of islands.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, have people step foot on all of them? Or are they just Google mapped? Like, that's an island. We got that one. Has anyone actually been out there? Because I would love to be that explorer, or maybe not. But you know what? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. What to say.
I don't know what I'd be getting into. It's like some uninhabited island with some crazy fucking like dinosaur shit. Like, no. That'd be my luck.
Yeah, about to say, you warned me against things like that.
Yeah. But I mean, the only way I'm ever traveling to an island is going to be on a wooden pirate boat. That's the only way to travel to new islands. Like, there's no way I can just take a modern boat. But
something like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Cool. Islands.
Number
Dave.
4. I want to eat it. The nation's numerous islands are broadly categorized into 3 main geopolitical divisions. Luzon in the north, Mindanao in the south, and Visayas nestled between them in the middle. How cozy. These 3 areas are further divided into 17 regions, 81 provinces, 145 cities, 1,489 municipalities, and 42,036 barangays, the native Filipino term for a village.
Wow.
Number 5. The Philippines has a total land area of 343,448 square kilometers. That's a little smaller than the US state of New Mexico. Shout out to all New Mexico fans and Old Mexico fans. We did a video about you, not New Mexico, Old Mexico. But we love you all.
Number
All right.
6. As the Philippines is located both on the Pacific Ring of Fire and fairly close to the equator, the country is highly prone to powerful earthquakes and typhoons. On the other significantly less scary hand, the position of the Philippines also grants it abundant natural resources and staggering biodiversity. In fact, number 7. The Philippines is one of only a handful of mega biodiverse countries in the world, owing to its fabulously extensive range of flora and fauna, including numerous endemic species, which are organisms found nowhere else on Earth. Such species include more than 170 different types of birds and 100 types of mammals. Number 8.
That's a lot of animals right there.
That's a lot of animals.
Probably
Man.
don't. Their zoo is probably one of the best in the entire world, if they have a zoo.
Yeah, they're just like, it's open. We call this zoo outdoors.
Yeah.
Just go out and see the animals. That's how many animals they have.
Yeah. How many animals do they have?
Yes.
In prehistoric times, the archipelago's earliest inhabitants were likely the Negritos, which refers to a range of populations inhabiting various isolated areas of South and Southeast Asia. The term Negrito isn't particularly politically correct by today's standards, as it is a Spanish word that essentially just means little black person, referring to the group's relatively short stature and superficially African features of dark skin and tightly curled hair. Number 9. The Negritos were followed by successive waves of people from various other areas, such as Indonesians, Malay, Chinese, and Austronesians. Even the faraway Arabs eventually got around to visiting the islands that would later become the Philippines. Number 10. In 1521, an explorer by the name of Ferdinand Magellan landed in Homonhon Island, located in the eastern Visayas region of eastern Samar. Magellan was a Portuguese explorer leading a Spanish fleet, marking the beginning of the Hispanic colonization of the archipelago. Europeans arriving in a faraway land? I don't know, sounds sketchy. You know what they're like.
Can't trust those Europeans.
Yeah. We've discovered something. Like, well, we're already here. Shut up. We discovered you. I got you. I love that.
Mhm.
God.
Number 11. Oh damn, it's your boy! A few years later, in 1543, the Spanish explorer Ruy López de Villalobos dubbed the archipelago Las Islas Filipinas in honor of Philip II of Spain, and the name stuck. Interestingly, Philip II was the Spanish king who sent the Spanish Armada to conquer England in the name of Catholicism. Didn't work well for you though, did it, Phil? Number 12. The Philippines ultimately became part of the Spanish Empire for more than 300 years,
Wow.
resulting in Catholicism becoming the fledgling nation's dominant religion, which it remains to this day. However, the Philippines is officially secular, with the separation of church and state specifically outlined in the Philippine Constitution. Number 13. Regardless, the nation's highly Catholic society makes the Philippines one of only 2 predominantly Christian nations in Southeast Asia, the other being the tiny super Catholic nation of East Timor. Number 14. During this time, Manila became a trade hub that connected the West to Asia via a trans-Pacific trade route used by large trade boats called Manila galleons, which did lots of trade. The route connected Manila with Acapulco in the Americas, taking spices, silk, porcelain, and gold to the New World in exchange for delicious Mexican silver. Number 15. Against a backdrop of increasing indigenous rebellion in the form of the Philippine Revolution, Spain ceded the Philippines to the United States in 1898 as part of the settlement of the Spanish-American War. It was all kicking off, basically.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh, okay. So we inherited that
from
of-
Spain,
From Spain. That's part of the deal, I guess.
ending the Spanish-American War.
Okay.
Wow.
I wonder if we knew that was on the table. They're like, wait, what? What do we get? Like, oh, what?
We got
Okay.
the Philippines for a little bit.
I'm like, what does that say? We got the Philippines. What's the Philippines? Like, okay, cool, take it. That's crazy.
Put all of this in, Leaf. Number 16. In response, Filipino nationalists established the First Philippine Republic on the 1st of January 1899, but the United States refused to recognize it. Little over a month later, the Philippine Republic declared war on the United States, and the subsequent fighting became known by various names, such as the Filipino-American War and the Philippine Insurrection. Hostilities ended on the 23rd of March 1901, with the capture of Philippine President Emilio Aguinaldo, ending the First Philippine Republic. Number 17. Aside from a brief period of Japanese occupation during the Second World War, the United States retained sovereignty over the islands until 1946, when the Philippines was finally recognized as an independent nation. With this, the Philippines became the very first country in Southeast Asia to get independence after the Second World War. Number 18. In 1965, however, a charismatic former lawyer by the name of Ferdinand Marcos was elected president, running on a now hilariously ominous slogan of "This nation can be great again." Though initially popular, public opinion began to turn against him and his infamously shoe-hungry wife, Imelda Marcos, owing to widespread poverty, rising inflation, rising crime, and a whole lot of corruption.
So that was their equivalent of Louis the 16th and Marie Antoinette.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure there was some Filipino equivalent of that woman saying, "Let them eat cake."
Yes. Yes. So it started like everything. It starts amazing, then just turns to shit.
Mm-hmm. This country can be great again.
Let's just
Number
hurry up.
19.
Let's just hurry up.
Like,
Yeah.
just hurry up and skip to the shit part of it. You know what I mean? That's it's like, well, this country can't, like, this just okay, great. Let's just get to the shit part. It always turns to shit. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Since the Constitution prevented him from serving a third term, in 1972, Marcos declared martial law in order to remain in power. A national curfew was imposed, press freedom was curtailed, international travel was banned, and an estimated 50,000 opponents of Marcos were jailed, exiled, or killed.
That's
Number
shit
20.
part.
Following rigged elections and the murder of one of his main political opponents, Benigno Aquino Jr., the rise of the non-violent People Power Revolution eventually forced Marcos to flee from the Philippines in 1986, finally ending his 21-year-long
Wow.
totalitarian regime. Marcos
Yikes.
died in 1989 in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Number 21. Despite dying in 1989, Marcos wasn't buried until 2016, over 27 years later. Furious debates over whether Marcos deserved to be interred into the National Heroes Cemetery prevented his burial for years, and for a long period of time his body was preserved in a glass coffin inside a refrigerated crypt in the northern province of Ilocos Norte. He was finally buried on the 18th of November 2016, to much protest and outrage from those who understandably consider him a dictator, not a hero. Do you think Marcos should have been buried in the Heroes Cemetery? Let us know in our temporarily very political YouTube poll. Number
Yeah, we probably shouldn't spark that flame.
Mm-mm.
Like you said, we should move on, right?
Yep, always. Just move on. It has to be talked about. Glad they talked about it. And moving on.
Yep.
22. Since the death of Marcos, the Philippines has seen several presidents come and go. Benigno Aquino III, who served as the 15th president of the Philippines from 2010 to 2016, is nicknamed Noy Noy. Not only that, his four sisters are also known by nicknames: Veal, Chris, Pinky, and unfortunately, Ballsy. Number 23. The current president is Rodrigo Duterte, who was elected on the promise that he would reduce crime simply by killing tens of thousands of criminals. Duterte has repeatedly claimed that he personally killed 3 people accused of kidnapping and rape while serving as the mayor of Davao City in Mindanao, despite earlier statements from representatives that he shouldn't be taken literally. Number 24. Sadly, the Philippines continues to struggle with political violence even in the 21st century. In fact, there have been over 1,200 political assassinations in the Philippines since 2001. Number 25. The flag of the Philippines is made up of 2 equally sized bands of royal blue and scarlet, with a white triangle on the hoist side containing several stylized stars. The flag also has a unique feature, as it is flown with the blue band at the top during peacetime and with the red band at the top when the country is at war.
Wow.
And now it's time.
Wow. I never noticed that before.
That's kind of crazy. I like that. You know, no, hey, it makes it it's kind of like during, I think, what is it? We have something like that. I think during a time of war, Lady Liberty is holding arrows instead of an olive branch. I believe something like that on our
Oh,
seals.
okay.
I believe. I could be way wrong, but I know that if you flip the American flag upside down, that means distress.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
means distress. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
For your boy Leaf.
Actually, I'm going to tag in for this one. It's going to be Milo now for number 26. The Taal volcano on the Philippine island of Luzon is one of the world's 17 anonymously named decade volcanoes. These angry lava-shooting hills are being specifically monitored based on their history of large, destructive eruptions and proximity to highly populated areas.
Well, that was weird.
Going for you. Hashtag bring back Sam.
Number 27. Taal is also notable for its physical geography, as it is located inside a lake on the main Philippine island of Luzon. In addition, the volcano's caldera contains a lake, inside of which sits a small island called Vulcan Point. This makes Vulcan Point the world's largest island in a lake on an island in a lake on an island.
On a
Love
lake
that.
and an island, on a lake in an island, and a volcano and a.
Like, who are we? What is that? You know how trippy that would be to like discover that? You're like, okay, this is how you get there. Go across the lake, get to the mountain, then go across the other lake and get on that mountain. And it's like, what? Like, how many? It's like fucking Atlantis, different rings. That's awesome though that exists.
Yeah. Should we do? Should we visit it? Y'all let us know down below.
That would be awesome. At least once, right?
Yeah. You only live once.
Number 28. When Mount Pinatubo on the Philippine island of Luzon erupted on the 15th of June 1991, the volcano ejected 10 billion metric tons of magma. It was bad, basically. However, luckily, early detection of the eruption enabled the evacuation of tens of thousands of people, saving numerous lives. Number 29. In addition, roughly 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide was ejected into the atmosphere. Over several months, this cloud of toxic gas spread all over the planet and was so significant that it actually caused average global temperatures to drop by half a degree Celsius.
Wow.
Number 30. In the Philippine island province of Camiguin, there are 5 main towns and more than 10 volcanoes, the largest concentration of volcanoes per square kilometre in the world.
Number 31. The Philippines typically experience 5 earthquakes of moderate magnitude every year, 7 earthquakes of major magnitude every 10 years, and 1 large magnitude earthquake also every 10 years. It's a very wobbly country, basically. Number 32. The Philippine island of Palawan is well known for its jaw-dropping natural beauty, but it's also the location of an 8.2 kilometer long underground river, making it the longest in the world. At least it was until divers discovered a subterranean stream in Mexico that measures roughly 10 kilometers in length. God damn you, Mexico. Like, we can't have nice things, Mexico. Oh my god, it's number 33. The Philippine Trench, located to the east of the Mindanao Island in the Pacific Ocean, is the 3rd deepest spot under the world's oceans after the Mariana Trench and the Tonga Trench. It stretches down around 6.5 miles deep, which is almost as deep as Sam's unerring love for Jennifer Lawrence. Sam, it's creepy. Please stop.
Oh
Number
my God.
34. The Rice Terrace of the Philippine Cordilleras are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and are reportedly around 2,000 years old, though there are conflicting studies that suggest they may be considerably younger than that. Regardless, the terraces are staggeringly beautiful, and are often referred to as the 8th wonder of the world. Number 35. The national symbol of the Philippines is a Philippine eagle, which is the largest eagle species by length and wing size.
Wow.
Declared the national bird of the Philippines in 1995, the Philippine eagle is also known as the monkey-eating eagle, due to the largely incorrect belief that they eat monkeys. It is also critically endangered, and as such, killing one is punishable by 12 years in jail.
Wow.
Damn.
So we both have an eagle as our national bird.
There's-
And
Yeah. Just like Mexico.
yeah. Yeah, so 3 countries that have the eagle as their bird.
Yeah.
And to my is our bald eagle extinct? I can't remember.
No.
No, it's
No.
not.
It used to be endangered a long time ago.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, that's what I thought.
They're basically like pigeons out in Alaska, though. That's where they're like thriving.
Got it. Got it.
So yeah.
Yeah. But still not a good idea to kill one of them,
No,
right?
no, but that's crazy. 12 years in prison.
Mhm.
That's insane. But they are endangered. It'd be like you go into Africa and pop in one of those black rhinos if they still exist.
Yeah, basically what Jimmy John did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 36. The Philippines has the highest rate of discovery of new animal species on the planet. In fact, 16 new species of mammals have been discovered in the last 10 years alone.
Wow.
That's a lot of mammals. There's too many mammals. Number 37. The Philippines is home to the endemic Philippine mouse deer, the world's smallest hoofed animal. Known locally as the pilundok, this darling little bundle of fragile sweetness stands about 40 adorable centimeters or 16 precious little inches tall at shoulder level.
Oh,
Look at
at
it. Look at its little hoofs. Oh. Number 38. The Philippines and its neighbor Indonesia are the only places on Earth other than the Americas where skunks can be found. In this part of the world, they're called stink badgers, as they were once incorrectly thought to be more closely related to badgers than skunks. Number 39. Gollum suluensis, a species of shark discovered off Palawan Island in the western Philippines, gets its name from Gollum, the wretched, emaciated character from the legendarium of J.R.R. Tolkien, who was corrupted by the One Ring created by the Dark Lord Sauron. You'll know all about this because you've no doubt already watched 101 Facts About Middle-earth and the Lord of the Rings, right? Right?
Not yet. Not yet. One of these days, maybe.
Yeah, when we have all that extra time.
When we have the 20.
On a different channel.
Yeah, when we find the 27th hour.
Yeah, the 27th. We're already on the 27th hour.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Number 40. Apparently, the offspring of a zebra and a donkey, variously known as a zonky, zebronki, or zedronk, was first bred in Manila Zoo all the way back in 1962.
What?
Okay, they have a zoo. Great.
What? A zonky?
A zonky.
A D-zonk? That's a great reggae band name right there. All right.
Why not just call it a striped ass?
That makes more sense to me.
Come on, man. It's
Have
right in
fun
front
with
of
it.
you.
Have fun with it.
Get down with your bad self, zebronki.
Number 41. Over 900 species of orchids grow in the Philippines. That's something you know now. Let's hope it didn't replace anything important. The meaning of life. As of 2015, the Philippines has a population of at least 100 million people, each with their own thoughts, feelings, dreams, and aspirations. As such, the country is the 8th most populated country in Asia, and the 12th most populated country on Earth.
Wow.
Number 43.
Wow.
Interestingly, depending on your definition of the word, roughly 10 million additional Filipino people live overseas, forming one of the world's largest diasporas. In the United States of America, for example, Filipinos are the second largest Asian American group, second only to the Chinese. Number 44. In fact, the Philippines is the world's largest supplier of nurses, with about a quarter of all overseas nurses coming from the country. Thanks for the medical help, Philippines. We promise never to film ourselves riding a BMX off a balcony and onto a trampoline and into an above-ground pool ever again. Promise. Number...
You sure about that? You want to do that intensely. You want to be in contact with at least a female Philippine nurse.
Yeah,
I
right?
bet that's what you want. Narrator.
That's exactly what he's shooting for. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
45. There are roughly 170 individual languages spoken in the Philippines, including cool-sounding languages like Ilocano, Cebuano, and Waray. English and Filipino, the standardized form of the Austronesian language of Tagalog, are the country's 2 official languages.
Number 46. The term Tagalog is derived from the phrase Tagailog, which means from the river. Oh, that was a nice quick fact. Nice, streamlined, easy to edit. Number...
I always, when I first saw the word Tagalog, I thought it was tag along, like like go along with somebody, or one of the Girl Scout cookie varieties.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that was.
I was like, Tagalog? I was like, huh, interesting. That's a fun one to say.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Number 47.
There is a variant of Tagalog known as Conyo that is generally used by upper-class youths in and around Manila. As such, the term Conyo is often used to refer to those entitled rich kids themselves, apparently deliberately, as the word originates from the Spanish word coño, which is, a very bad word for female genitalia. Number 40. According to the latest census, at least 52 million people in the Philippines speak English, making it the 5th largest English-speaking nation behind the US, India, Pakistan, and the UK. Number 49. The capital city of the Philippines is Manila, located in the northern region of Luzon. The city was founded on the 24th of June 1571 by a Spanish conquistador called Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and has a fairly small population of about 1,780,000 people. However, number 50? According to the UN, Manila is the most densely populated city in the world with over 46,000 people per square mile.
Wow.
It really depends on who you ask, however, as different sources use different parameters to get different results. Basically, truth is an illusion and everything is meaningless.
Man.
I love that.
There you
That's
go.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's just, I couldn't. I love my space. I love my space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you know the both of us very well, you know we don't do cities.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, like the only comparison we have is like we found out that Tokyo is very densely populated, and we thought New York City was densely populated, but apparently it's nothing compared to both Tokyo and Manila.
And that in my mind doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. Like, that's just, how is it like more? I would have a panic attack every day.
Yeah.
Number 51. Manila was named after the white flowers that grow on mangrove trees, the Nilad, or Scyphophora hydrophilacea if you're a scientist or just a tedious knob. The phrase Maylinad translates to there are Nilad there. Number 52. The first Filipino saint came from Manila. Named Lorenzo Ruiz, he was executed in Japan for refusing to renounce his Christianity, despite having been brutally tortured. As such, Ruiz is also the patron saint of the Philippines. Number 53. The southernmost district of the city of Manila is called Malate, which is thought to be a corruption of the Tagalog word malate, meaning salty, which was, incidentally, my nickname at school.
Nice.
Don't ask.
Why did they say?
No, seriously, don't. Just forget about it, alright?
Okay.
Number 54. When viewed from above, Manila's City Hall looks like a coffin. It was designed to look like a shield of the Knights Templar emblazoned with a cross, to symbolize the protection of the country under the Roman Catholic Church. But no, that's a coffin. That just looks exactly like a coffin. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's pretty much a coffin right there.
That's not a shield, bro.
That's
God.
some
Coffin,
poor planning right there. But there's better things to look at in Manila than that.
Than that, yeah. That's
Yeah.
funny. It's a coffin. No, it's a shield. It looks like a coffin. Shit.
Number 55. Being in such close proximity to China has obviously had a profound effect on the Philippines. Unsurprisingly, Manila's Chinatown dates back to the 16th century, making it the oldest Chinatown in the world, not including actual Chinese towns.
56. While promoting the film Brokedown Palace in 1998, American actress Claire Danes described Manila, in which the production filmed for several months, as a ghastly and weird city. She went on to say that Manila smelled of cockroaches with rats all over, and that there is no sewage system and the people do not have anything, no arms, no legs, no eyes. In response, Manila's city council voted to declare Danes persona non grata and banned all of her movies from being shown in the city.
Wow.
Oh, man.
To
You
think
know
you
what?
say that and you get banned, I hope you're not shocked about that.
Yeah. It just, dude, you take Claire Danes, probably she has to be one of the poshest uppity people, and then you put them in a tropical city like that, you gotta watch what you say, man. You gotta, idiots
Yeah.
out there. You gotta watch what you say. You gotta be invitable again. You gotta be reinvited, because
Yeah.
who knows what other movie's gonna film there.
Exactly. I
Idiots.
mean, whoever the equivalent of the posh Pinoys is probably not even going to be welcoming of Claire after saying
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that.
I wouldn't be. F that lady.
Yeah.
Like, dude, whatever. You don't insult all of us ever. Anyway.
Yeah.
Persona non grata and banned all of her movies from being shown in the city. Number 57. Tomas Claudio Street in Manila was named after the first Filipino victim of the First World War. Claudio moved to the United States as a young man in search of a better life before deciding to enlist in the US Army in 1917. The following year he died a month after being wounded whilst fighting in Europe. The Philippine government later decided to name one of the streets in Manila in his honour. Number 58. But enough about the apparently ghastly and weird city of Manila. The country's most populous city is Quezon City, with a population of 2,761,720 people, over 1 million more than Manila.
Wow.
Quezon City actually was the nation's capital between 1948 and 1976, when it was moved to Manila. Number 59. Marikina City in Luzon is often called the shoe capital of the Philippines owing to its large shoe industry. The area doubled down on this reputation in 2002 with the construction of the world's largest pair of shoes.
Nice.
The beefy brogues measure at over 5 meters long, almost 2.5 meters wide, and 2 meters high.
Wow.
Number 60. Really makes sense, but you do what you like, Chris.
That's a lot of shoes, and that's a big
interesting.
shoe.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, I guess can't go into that city with any scuffed up shoes.
No. That to me is interesting as hell. Because I mean, look, we have what, the biggest ball of yarn or the world's largest rubber band ball or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
We have all those roadside attractions, but hey, I'm glad they had something and they ran with it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Canlaon City, located on the Philippine island of Jacob, I can't say it. Negros, is home to the Wonder Tree of Canlaon, a massive tree that is estimated to be around 1,330 years old.
Whoa!
Number 61.
Let me run that back. I missed that.
To be around 1,330 years old.
That's an old
1,330.
tree. Good God!
If only those limbs could talk.
Well, yeah, man. Holy crap, that's crazy. All right.
Whoo-wee.
Number 61. Often considered the unofficial national dish of the Philippines, adobo is a dark stew of chicken and or pork cooked in soy sauce, vinegar, crushed garlic, bay leaf, and black peppercorns. The flavor is so popular that you can buy adobo flavored varieties of Filipino snack foods such as nuts, chips, noodle soups, and corn crackers.
Adobo. That's
Is
what I
that
need to get.
adobo?
Let's see.
Like
let me do this. Is there a difference between Mexican adobo and Filipino adobo? Let's see. It says via Google, Filipino adobo is an indigenous dish that received a Spanish name because it reminded the Spaniards of how they marinated and preserved meat and spices. They are not the same, but they are similar because each culture needed to preserve and flavor food so it wouldn't rot.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
I was just like, whoa. I was like, that's a, and we have that spice in the kitchen.
Yeah. I have in my kitchen too.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, I've collected Australian chicken salt. Is that the next spice I need to acquire is Filipino adobo?
You need to put that on the shelf behind you, the world of spices.
Yes.
Your spice shelf.
Yes. Something like that. I'll do it later at the end of this video.
Number 62. One of the most interesting Philippine dishes is balut, and by interesting, I mean deeply unappetizing and frankly unsettling. Very simply, balut is a boiled fertilized duck egg with a half-developed bird embryo inside. It is said to be an aphrodisiac, which is incorrect.
I'm sorry, man.
I will pass. That's a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
That's a very hard pass. I'm not gonna hate on anyone that loves that or eats that. That's just, I'm good without that.
Not for us. And there's other ways to achieve that status as opposed to eating a duck embryo. Not doing that.
Yeah. No, and you know what? Hear me out on this. I'm letting you guys know beforehand. Beforehand, that's not for me. So that way it's not insulting when I say no thank you.
Yeah, same here. It's not for me. No thank you.
Just don't offer it and there will be no insult.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Number 63. Other unique Filipino dishes include camaro, which are field crickets fried in soy sauce, vinegar, and sugar. Papaitan, a stew made from goat or cow innards, flavored with the animal's own bile. And soup number 5. A soup made out of the testicles and penis of a bull, which again is considered an aphrodisiac for some strange, unknown reason.
I think I'll just stick to Jollibee. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like I said, same statement as before onto this.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Nintendo 64. Owing to the shortage of tomatoes during the Second World War, the Philippines has a ketchup alternative made with, prepare yourself, bananas.
Banana
Yes,
ketchup.
Bananas. The sauce isn't naturally red, so it is dyed to match ketchup's traditional crimson hue. At number 65. It has been estimated that Filipinos send about 400 million text messages every day, adding up to roughly 142 billion texts per year. That's more than the total number of daily text messages sent in the US and Europe combined. As such, the Philippines is now known as the text messaging capital of the world.
That's a lot of text messages.
That's a lot of text messages. I'm a big caller.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And you've made me into a caller too.
Yeah. It's just so much better. It's so much better. You can't come on. There's so many misread texts out there. You know, you can't put inflection or emotion into it. Yes, emoticons, but I hate you if you send emoticons.
All right, I'm sending all emoticons next time. Just to piss you off.
Yeah. Oh God.
Number 66. In 2014, Time magazine ranked Makati, a city in the Manila metropolitan area, as the selfie capital of the world. Yes, it is apparently Filipinos that struggle the most with the trappings of modern vanity. 'Tis folly, I say. Folly!
I have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, they seems like a area that knows how to unplug and, go do
Right?
touch
They know-
grass.
Definitely they know how to unplug. They're sending that many messages a day.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I hope they do. Dang.
Number 67. In rural parts of the Philippines, most women give birth at home. A local custom involves burying the baby's placenta beneath the house, often along with an object that symbolizes what the parents hope the child will grow up to be. In urban areas, however, this practice is prohibited by the health authorities, because you are literally burying bio-waste underneath your house.
Yeah, that makes sense, the second part. I mean, I don't know the first part if it has any use.
Well, stem cells.
Yeah, I
It
guess.
does. It does.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of stem cells. So yeah, but it's interesting that some of these old customs just can't be transferred to the now because of health reasons.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Number 68. Mature members of the Bagobo, the largest indigenous group in the country, are known to practice tooth sharpening, in which a file is used to grind their pearly whites to a point.
Oh,
The
no.
group also blacken their teeth using burnt plant matter, as black, pointy teeth are a sign of beauty. Obviously. Numbers.
No, hell no. Hell no.
I'm sorry. That just sounds. Oh my God. It just that hurts me. That hurts me. I couldn't.
Yeah, especially I've had root canals, I've had crowns.
Oh man.
Like, I don't want any more bad stuff done to my teeth.
Just thinking about a file grinding on your teeth is just it just
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Hell no.
69. Not to people who are willing to waste perfectly good military hardware, the people of the Philippines repurposed thousands of army jeeps that the US military left behind after the Second World War
that's
and
right.
turned them into public transportation vehicles called jeepneys. Modern versions of the jeepney can accommodate up to 18 people and are often creatively adorned in vivid and colourful kitsch designs, including paintings of basketball stars, cartoon characters, religious sayings, and even flashing neon lights. There are roughly 50,000 jeepneys operating in Manila alone. Number 70. In fact, Filipinos are so proud of their jeepneys that they even sent one to be exhibited at the Philippine Pavilion at the 1964 New York World's Fair to stand as a national image of the Filipino people.
Nice.
Number 71. Filipinos are known to observe an extremely long Christmas season, beginning with the
right.
playing of carols in September and ending for most people on the 6th of January with the Feast of
Wow.
the Three Kings. Around 4 months in total. This makes it
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, whatever video we started out, I think it was 14 things that
Yeah.
we learned through the comments that it's all the months of that have burr in them. September, October, November, December.
That's crazy. Talk about, so when we guys in the future, when we refer to the holiday season, it is not your holiday season, it's different. Our holiday season this end of November, mid-November is beginning of the holiday season.
Yeah, or to some companies like the beginning of November
Yeah.
when they start to play Christmas music.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and it
Yep.
pretty much ends around New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much 2 months if you're lucky, a solid 4 months in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the longest Christmas season in the world. Number 72. As part of the festivities, Filipinos often celebrate Simbang Gabi, or Night Mass, where devoted Catholics attend 9 dawn services in a row leading up to Christmas Eve.
Oh
If a
my
person attends all 9 masses, it is said their wish will be granted. But with services beginning as early as 4 AM, the holiday conflicts with my personal belief to not wake up that early in my life ever. It's what Jesus would have wanted.
I'm with you there.
Number 73. Another notable Philippine holiday is the Day of Valor, which honours those who fought during the Battle of Bataan in the Second World War. After the battle, approximately 75,000 Filipino and American troops were forced by the Japanese to march over 100 kilometers to prisoner camps. Thousands died of exhaustion, starvation, or execution. Number 74. There is a figure in Filipino folklore known as the... Really? You want me to say that? Oaswang. A mythical, shape-shifting evil spirit that combines traits of vampires, witches, and ghouls. The Aswang is said to eat fetuses and small children, favouring their
God.
hearts and livers, presumably because the internal organs of the young are particularly delicious. Number 75. Basketball is the most popular sport in the Philippines. The Philippines Basketball Association is the first and oldest league in Asia, and the second oldest in the world, after the National Basketball Association in the United States.
Nice.
Number 76. Though cockfighting has long been abolished in many nations, it is still very popular in the Philippines. In fact, the country is home to a huge cockfighting competition known as the World Slasher Cup, staged in Manila's Araneta Coliseum. That is... not good. That's not good. Number 77. Spider fighting in the Philippines is extremely popular with young people who will even store multiple spiders in Matchbox stables. Apparently, the Filipino youth are too good for Pokemon Go. Snobs, the lot of them. Number 7.
Cockfighting and spider fighting.
I'm fine with spider fighting. I don't give a shit. That is not a real insect that I want sharing this world with me. I understand that they're beneficial, not to me personally. So to me personally, I don't mind if they just F off.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. What? They keep the spiders in like Matchbox? No, bro. No, I couldn't. Don't. That's not a pet. It's not a. You're not training up a fighter. No.
Hell no. Yeah.
Oh,
stick
God.
with basketball.
Yeah, or Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Or
Stay away
pool.
from- or pool.
Something.
Exactly.
Anything other than that.
Oh,
78. Filipinos love a good shopping mall, or shopping centre as we daintily call them here in jolly old England. In fact, the Philippines is home to 3 of the 10 largest shopping malls in the world. Number 79.
That's right.
The Philippines is the world's largest exporter of coconuts and tropical fruits, such as papaya and mangosteen.
Nice.
Mangosteen, which I now understand is not named after nor in any way related to Bruce Springsteen, has been cultivated in Southeast Asia for thousands of years. Number 80.
Very real first names that very real Filipino parents chose for their very real Filipino children include Bing, Bong, Bambi, Joker, Honey Boy, Girly, Peanuts, and Bum Bum. These aren't especially gendered either. You genuinely may bump into middle-aged men called Babe.
Number 81.
Nice.
The modern yo-yo was invented by a Filipino-American by the name of Pedro Flores. In fact, the word yo-yo comes from yo-yo, which means come back in Ilocano, the third most widely spoken native language in the Philippines. Number 82! The antibiotic erythromycin, an important antibiotic widely used to treat chest infection, was discovered by a Filipino physician named Abelardo Aguilar in 1949. Erythromycin is especially useful for people who are allergic to penicillin and has saved millions of lives. Good work, buddy. Number 84.
Very, very topical. That's what my son is on right now.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Because my wife and my son are allergic to the psyllins, the psyllin family.
That
so,
one?
yeah, like penicillin, all that. You know, the ones that save
the
people's
Psyllin
life.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ugh.
azithromycin, man, that's Z-Pack is what it's what we
Z-Pack.
call it. Yeah, man. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, Filipinos.
Yeah, thank you.
University of Santo Tomas in Manila was founded by Dominican monks in 1611. That makes it older than America's Harvard University, which was not founded until 1636. Number 84. In terms of student population, the University of Santo Tomas is also the world's largest Catholic university in a single campus. Mazel tov. Am I using that right?
That's
Number
Jewish.
85. During his visit to the Philippines in 2015, the concluding mass given by Pope Francis in Manila's Luneta Park on the 18th of January was attended by an estimated 6 million Filipinos. This became the largest ever papal gathering in history, surpassing a record set by Pope John Paul II during World Youth Day in 1995, which was also held in Luneta Park.
Number 86. Contestants from the Philippines have won numerous major international beauty pageant titles. 3 for Miss Universe, 6 for Miss International, 1 for Miss World, and 5 for Miss Earth titles, making it the second most successful nation behind the apparent stunners from Venezuela. Number 87. In 1992, Pepsi decided to combat low sales with a promotion they dubbed Number Fever, in which numbers printed on the inside of bottle caps corresponded to cash rewards. At the campaign's conclusion, the company announced that the grand prize of 1 million pesos would be awarded to whomever found a cap emblazoned with the number 349, of which only one would be released. However, due to a third-party manufacturing error, instead of producing a single 349 bottle cap, Pepsi ended up with over 800,000 of them. Number...
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh man.
Someone's gonna get disappointed.
Hey, you share the prize, right? You
Of
share
a
the
million
prize
pesos
of
with
a million
800,000. So basically, everyone gets 1 or 2 pesos. I can't math. Don't come at me.
Man, that's crazy. All
That
right.
is worse than the Kylie Jenner deal. You remember that?
No, what is that? What happened with that?
In 2017 is like they were not parodying, but mocking up the Occupy Wall Street protests, and Kylie Jenner walked out to police with a Pepsi as a sign of unity, and it went over so terribly.
Makes sense. Oh man, but that's what happens when you're not in control of your own product. That's what happens, Pepsi. Hope you hemorrhage money.
Yeah, Coke tastes better anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
88. Initially, Pepsi denied responsibility for the mistake and refused to pay up, which unsurprisingly sparked widespread outrage in the form of lawsuits, property damage, and even riots. The violence was so
Riots?
severe that several people lost their lives. Pepsi ultimately spent over 200 million Philippine pesos in settlements, not to mention the cost of the damage to their reputation. Number 89. A less upsetting cola-based Philippine fact regards Jazz Cola, a brand of soft drink produced by Pepsi rivals Coca-Cola exclusively for the Philippine market. The drink is available only in the Philippines, and is in fact specifically targeted at consumers in the Visayas region in the middle of the country. Some sources have reported that Jazz Cola fuels Visayan pride among its teen consumers. Number 90.
Jazz Cola.
Cool, man.
Y'all better help me find some of that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Hey,
Man.
that's really cool. You know what happens is like you have these big international brands that know that there's a market there, and they
Yeah.
actually do whatever it takes to cater to that.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah, very smart.
In 1977, the entirety of Calauit Island in the western Philippines was declared to be a wildlife sanctuary and game reserve by the Marcos administration to save endangered animals in Kenya, Africa. The sanctuary contains both African and endemic Philippine wildlife, such as zebras, giraffes, gazelles, sea turtles, and Palawan peacock pheasants.
Number 91. In 2011, a group of Filipino dwarves led by Alejandro de Ron Jr. announced their plan to establish the country's first colony for little people, in order to escape daily harassment and discrimination. At the time, de Ron was a 35-year-old bartender working at the Hobbit House, the country's only restaurant run entirely by little people.
Oh my goodness.
Number 92. Back when the area now known as Texas was under Spanish colonial rule, it was also known as Nuevas Filipinas or Nuevo Reino de Filipinas, respectively translating to New Philippines and New Kingdom of the Philippines. Eventually the name was dropped in favor of just Texas, because everything is bigger in Texas except the names of things. Number 90.
Wow. We almost could have called Texas New Philippines.
Yeah, that's
It would
interesting.
have had a totally different outlook on that state.
Yeah. I wonder how
Yeah.
that would have turned out. Cool.
Weird.
93. On the 5th of December 1965, a 1 megaton nuclear bomb fell into the Philippine Sea close to Japan when the attack jet to which it was attached accidentally fell off the carrier. The pilot, aircraft, and the nuclear bomb were never recovered. And it wasn't until 1989 that the Pentagon revealed that this had even happened. Number 94.
Where's that episode of The Fat Electrician?
Oh, so we're just down one? It's just out there in the bottom of the ocean somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Super.
That's comforting.
Jesus Christ.
4. There's a popular souvenir that tourists can purchase in the Philippines known as a barrel man, which consists of a small statuette of a man stood inside a round wooden barrel. When the barrel is removed, the male figure inside is exposed, revealing a side-splittingly hilarious erection. Oh, how we laughed. How we laughed. Number 95. The Cagayan battles of 1582, which occurred in northern Luzon, are the only recorded battles known to have involved European infantry fighting against samurai warriors.
Number 96. Every nation in the world except the Philippines and the strange, tiny Catholic city-state of Vatican City allow for some form of divorce. Though Muslims in the Philippines do have the right to divorce in accordance with their religion, the only option available to most Filipinos who can't bear the sight of their former loved one is annulment. As such, the Philippines is the only UN nation in which divorce is generally illegal. Number 97.
Oh, okay, so
Wow.
annulment. You can get an annulment. You can't get a divorce. Got
Which
it.
I think what that is like kind of like a no harm, no foul thing. Like,
Yeah.
no one gets shit. Like,
Right.
no one has. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder how that
Mhm.
works.
Yeah.
Especially for those people that seek annulment after they've been together for so long.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Someone below, let us know.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Philippines accounts for roughly 43% of the planet's gin consumption. That's
Ah.
gin-credible. What? It's fact number 97. It's not all going to be gold, okay? Number 98. In 1844, the Philippines moved from one side of the international date line to the other, which had the curious effect of completely eliminating the 31st of December 1844 from the history of the Philippines. Number 99. According to a study carried out in 2013, 85% of people in the Philippines have a favourable view of the United States. Hilariously,
Yay.
the study found that 84% of Americans have a favourable view of their own country, making the Philippines the most pro-American country in the world, more so than America itself. Number 100.
Yay!
On the 4th of May 2006, 3,738 women in Manila set the world record for the most women simultaneously breastfeeding. Muzzle tough! I don't know, I still feel like I'm not using it right.
Hey
No.
babies, it's fact 101. That's exciting, isn't it? In August of 2016, it was discovered that a Filipino fisherman had found the world's largest natural pearl and had kept it under his bed for 10 years entirely unaware of its worth. Now known as the Pearl of Puerto, the pearl weighs in at a staggering 34 kilograms.
Wow.
So that was 101 facts.
That's a very valuable thing right
That's
there.
crazy.
Man.
Oh my god.
Again, a lot of stuff we knew already from what we've checked out, and a lot of shocking facts here.
It's always good to have these random things. It's fun, and let me know. Let us know in the comment section if these are true facts or just whatever.
And what did they miss? And what should we... maybe some reminders of how we can not stick out like a sore thumb as American tourists, even though most of y'all seem to like us pretty nicely.
Hey, I'm fine with that. As long as we're what I say, we're good house guests. So,
You're in your house.
yep.
Anyway,
Man.
y'all, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing and watching another video. What else, Dan?
Unplug and do something epic, guys.
See y'all in the next one.
Later.
Fellas, we can be that mistake. Let's do this.